very soon we are going to be talking about some of the economic measures and the socio-economic measures. The curfew is ending soon, as you say. We're going to have to look at how we can gradually reopen. Now, a gradual reopening of the economy that's going to help see people getting reemployed is going to be led by the public health considerations. And I really have to make that very clear. The most important thing is life. Without life, you can't work anyway. And so the public health officials are going to help advise us in terms of how can we open gradually and still maintain things like physical distancing at 6 feet, still make sure that people are wearing masks. What are the sectors and what are the kinds of operations that are going to allow us to do that? So the focus is on trying to get people back in work as soon as possible. And one of the ways that we're looking to do that is also kind of fast tracking how we use the National Training Initiative, because a lot of those tourism sector workers may not return right away. And let me clarify something that was not very clear. The tourism sector is going to be one of the last to return, right? So we have the markets that we depend on, US and UK. People are going to have to build back up their savings. People are going to have to get comfortable traveling on cruise ships again. People are going to have to get comfortable traveling on airplanes again. So we want to be ready for when the sector returns. And we are looking at how we might be able to start with some regional limited travel because, we understand how the disease has operated in the region. And we have a very good idea of, there's some countries that right now are reporting no active COVID cases. So we think we might be able to start at some point with limited regional travel, but we know that the tourism sector is going to take some time to recover. So the National Training Initiative is looking to train some of those people who work in the sector to be able to do other kinds of work. We know that a lot of our lives have moved online, so we're fast tracking the digitization, the payment systems, all of the things that we know we need to do to make it easier to live and work and do business in Barbados. The key right now is to use this opportunity to get those things up and running. Things like the agriculture sector, where people can work outdoors with some distance. We brought 750 acres back into production to try and work on our food security. There are lots of things that we're doing in the interim. We have a whole suite of economic and social policies. So the idea is to get people back in work, back in safe work, to continue to protect those who are most vulnerable. But we will continue to support as long as we can. I have to say in that regard that, the private sector has really partnered with us. They've reached out and said, how can we help feed people? How can we help make sure that people are all right? And that's the one thing that they've asked. And so most of us, I would say probably all of us, have been able to work with the government agencies to help identify the neediest. And we've also been able to benefit from some donations from individuals, from companies, from everywhere. I mean, Barbadians have really, really shown up for their brothers and sisters, and I would love to see that continue even when we're in the clear as far as this pandemic goes.